Startup Junkie.
Startup Junkie. Hey, it's Andy Hayes here again with the Monkey Hat from andyhayes.com, and it is still Startup Junkie Week. Can you not be serious?
I can't stop laughing looking at you.
This is a business show. I'm professional.
Okay, get serious now.
So today, it's Wednesday, and we're talking about my favorite concept in creating success, product placement, and that's called Flip It. I just love it. It's just so simple, and it's just a key little thing that you can do with all sorts of things, business, life in general, and to get a better perspective. So, what do you tell us what Flip It is?
Well, it all started when I saw that Seinfeld with George Costanza, and he did everything the opposite. Did you see that one?
Yeah,
Where he did everything the opposite. I'm like, okay. I wasn't real happy with my lifestyle of having those 70 employees and the big payment every couple of weeks
for the warehouse.
Yeah. And I thought and I'm not seeing any like-minded entrepreneurs. I wasn't hanging around with my girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to flip my life, meaning flip my whole business life and personal life to the opposite. So I'm like, I want to dream up a business where I could be on a laptop anywhere in the world, preferably Amsterdam. Oh, I got this great little picture here. I'm going to show you. This is what I wanted my life to look like, is me in bed. I just wanted to be like, I'm in Amsterdam in a loft or at home, wherever I am in the world. I want to be able to run my business and not be so intense all the time, like I had before. So when I created the Crave company, I thought, well, the whole getting girlfriends together, going out for parties, just bringing like-minded women together, I felt it could go in every city in the world, and I can do it on my laptop. And so I thought of all the things I didn't like that payroll, the paying those employees every 2 weeks, just having lots of employees and managing people, having inventory. I kind of wrote the whole list down of everything I didn't like, and then wrote, here, I want you to do everything the opposite. So I'm proud to say that I'm living my lifestyle like that now. Love my lifestyle. I created a business about girlfriends and shopping and hanging around like-minded people. What's there not to love? So.
And did you notice as you were writing the book a theme that you flipped a few times? Did you not tell me that?
Yeah, I actually ended up hiring a co-author to finish my, finish my sentences in my book. I can barely speak the English language, so I'm like, okay, I got to make this book look good. So, and she said, "Did you know you said flippin' all the time?" And I didn't even know I said it. It was so natural. So she goes, "We need to call this Flip It." And you've been flipping businesses your whole life.
Awesome. You should write an ebook on the F word. The F bomb. The F bomb. Nobody's F bomb.
I was thinking about something like that.
Do you know what I really like about Flip It is the fact that even when you flip it, that might not be the answer. It's like if you have a business that isn't working, or you have some part of your model that doesn't work, flipping it might not be the opposite, might not be the right answer, but looking at it will make you go oh crap, that's
it's like seeing it through a new lens.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to do when you're so deep in it yourself. So.
Yeah, we flipped our marketing e-learning curriculum, which was just turning into a beast. And it was all these modules and things, and we flipped it and said, hey, what if we chopped it up into little tiny pieces and delivered it just drip fed, this is your lesson this week, this is your lesson this week.
And how did that feel?
Awesome. And people are like, oh my god, can you do everything this way?
Yeah.
So I feel like this we created a new problem, which is you have a bunch of content to write, so that's okay. So now, do you know one thing that there's one thing that you complain about the most about business owners,
I do? Oh, no.
Which is what I like to call the 8-year business plan.
Oh, yeah. Those people that talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many people want to start their own business, or they're dissatisfied with their life and they think they want to flip it, but they're just giving it mouth service. Yeah, that drives me nuts. Yeah, I just say get off here and just go do it.
You're beep.
Yeah, beep.
And then
I have no patience. Sorry, you're getting me all riled up here. I have no patience for people that
alerts,
talk about
NT17. So
yeah, let's not talk about that anymore.
So I think that's probably one of the most common things is not doing anything.
Right.
Like a business on paper doesn't make any money, even if it's a great idea. Yeah. There's lots of things in the world that are a great idea on paper. But then the second thing is doing something and then not just keep doing it because you did it, even though it may not be good for you. Your customers may be asking you for stuff and you're like, no, this is what we do. It's huge in the corporate world. Why do we do that? Because that's how we do it.
It's because that's how we do it.
That's like the most annoying thing I remember from the dark days. Yeah. So I think Flip It's a great kind of way to, if you manage to finally do something, to get yourself unstuck from flipping it.
Yeah, I like to say, flip it before you ditch it.
I love that.
So I have a little bit of an example about that in my Crave guides. The first two that I created in Seattle, it actually was over a 4-year period, so I did it every other year. I created this whole, I'm going to be in the publishing business. I have no idea how, but I'm going to feature all these women-owned businesses all over town. I'm going to put them in the neighborhood. I'm going to take secret pictures of them. And I did all these things, and it came out with it. And then I had 10,000 books in a warehouse, and I was just dissatisfied. Like, I'm recreating what I didn't like before. We tend to recreate a lot of the same things. I noticed that
because we know how they work, and we kind of
when I wrote the book, I'm like, why am I keeping making the same mistakes over and over? And it was like therapy to write the book. And now I'm stopping because I wrote it down and said, okay, I have to change this. And so I flipped the whole business model of the book because I was just about ready to ditch it. I was getting in fights with my husband every day about it. I mean, life was not happy. So I flipped it upside down and said, what if I made the book bigger and made it more exclusive? And what if I made people buy some books so they can support the business? You're going to make me laugh again. What if I had people pay me up front to be in the book? And so now I can get creative with cash flow. And so I took everything once again and kind of wrote the column of everything I hate about this business. And I flipped it to the other side and I go, okay, what if all of these things, if I did them the opposite? Then I called my first customer and said, okay, I'm working on the 3rd edition of the book, but here's the new deal. And they're like, you have to buy 50 books to be in. I was like really scared to say it. And she says, yes, count me in. In fact, she said, hell yes. I'm like, oh no. Why did you say no on book 1 and book 2, but you said yes on book 3? And she goes, you never asked me before. I'm like, all I had to do is ask? Wow, that was a big lesson for me.
Yeah.
And I switched my whole business model, and now we're in 30 cities.
Awesome.
I was just about ready to ditch it. So to flip it before you ditch it is my favorite thing now.
I like it.
I need to create a theme song.
So to flip it, just need to make a list of the things that don't work, that you don't like, that you hate, and then figure out what's the opposite.
What's the opposite? You might not change them all. There might be just one thing.
A lot of times it is the one thing.
Yeah.
Like the money was really, like you had the money backwards.
Right. Totally backwards.
And that totally fixed a lot of the other things.
Yeah, because I don't believe in borrowing money anymore. So I believed in that for like 19 of my businesses. And then the 20th business is, no, let's flip that and not borrow any money. Well, when you don't have access to borrowing money anymore, you have to get very creative.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Well, I love Flip It. That's so cool.
Thank you.
So we're going to continue talking about the book, and especially Craving Success tomorrow. We're talking about outsourcing, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Woo, good stuff. But before tomorrow, we need you to do 2 things. If you haven't yet, and yes, we're going to say it again, roll your eyes, sign up for Sherpa down below. It's my new PDF magazine. You're going to get once a month, What's Hot in Business. It's going to be really good. We've seen sneak previews, and it's awesome. And also, you want to be on that list because you might win a free copy of Craving Success, signed by Melody Behringer herself. Difficult woman to get a hold of, so this is a good opportunity. And if you have questions for Melody, if you want to just say how awesome these videos are, if you want to ask for more at Monkey Hat or Cowbell or whatever it happens to be, down below the comments where you need to do that. And we'll see you tomorrow to talk about outsourcing.